Does your body ever get a break? I feel like you're always just kicking your own ass.
Yeah, no. Every time I'm off for the week, it's like, all right, Darby's gonna like take the week off and chill out and whatever. But it's like I go harder outside of work than I do in the realm of AEW. So I'm never really like stopping. So it's it's fun though because I never know when I'm gonna get hit by a bus or
Sure.
something.
Yeah, fair enough. Live life to its fullest. How old are you?
Yeah,
You're young. You're young, so you're still feeling good.
I'm
Do you feel
29 right
good?
now.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel
well,
great. I feel amazing actually, and I've been jumping off of washers and dryers onto concrete since I was 4. So
Jesus.
I feel pretty solid. I feel really solid actually. I do. I'm so extreme about physical therapy.
Oh,
If the
you
one thing you
are.
see me, yeah, oh my God, yeah, because I want to be as crazy as for long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever see me at tapings, I'm always in the doctor's room. Not because I'm like messed up, just because I like to do maintenance and like dry needling and acupuncture and a lot of yoga
Oh.
and shit. It's cool. Like, yeah, man, I
What
don't
do
want
you
to feel
think
like crap.
works the best? I was curious about that because I was like, I wonder if he is one of those guys that really like gets in there and takes care of himself. Because I would have thought maybe you weren't because you're so extreme and so insane. I thought you just like, I don't know, would maybe throw some ice on it. But good to know you're actually being like diligent about taking care of yourself. What do you think's most effective?
I would say the acupuncture, that
Really?
shit.
Okay.
I talked Sting into trying it for the first time, and he said he got like a kick-ass night's of rest. So I think it works like really good. I don't know. There's a lot of shit that I do. I got my whole house is full of like weird knickknacks, like aversion tables and all this like cool like whatever. There's like things that you put your neck in and you pump this thing up and it stretches your neck out. And I don't know, man. It's like some BDSM crap, but it's not. It's a physical therapy. So.
I feel like I need now that I work for AEW, I feel like I would like to start a segment where I just come to your house and I just want to check out what you have going on there. It seems like a madhouse all the time.
Yeah, I want to. I always thought it'd be cool if AEW did like a Cribs, you
Yeah.
know, and then
Yeah.
like my house would be psycho. But yeah, I don't know. We got 14 acres. We're doing all this.
Jeez.
Yeah, we
How many
got
people live
flamethrower.
at your house? You say we, like how many people are involved in this project?
2 right now. It's
Okay.
just this friend from high school named Kentucky. He's like my right hand crazy man. He's like
Okay.
insane. I don't even. That guy's in. And then Nolan, who plays in a band called Ghostman.
Okay.
So he's never. I told him because he's on tour all the time, and he lived in Los Angeles. I'm like, dude, you're never home. Like you're wasting all this money on rent. Like just
Yeah.
come live out in the woods. So it's just us. And Kentucky's the lawn care guy. He takes care of everything. He
Great. We
mows the grass.
all need one of those.
Yeah, but
do,
he's all
do a little maintenance.
yeah. He's fast, but
So why no TV? Why no Wi-Fi? Why out in the woods? This is obviously an active decision. How come?
uh, out in the woods is because like I want to blow shit up and not be bothered, and I want to jump my house and not be bothered, and I want to I don't know. There's a lot of things like just freedom and but no TV and Wi-Fi. I feel like I could turn my mind off because I'm really into like kind of meditating a lot and being in my I don't know. There's a lot that goes into it where I feel I don't know, man. The moment I'm around like TV or like Wi-Fi, I kind of feel trapped,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like there's like a rat race going on. When I would rather just off and live in my own world, and that's what I do all the time. It's like a few people come over, and then when they see like the place, like, no wonder you don't feel the need to go on Twitter. You're like, you're out here doing all these weird,
You're living your
just all
life.
yeah, all this weird shit
That
all
sounds
day, and
so okay. So are you like a big reader? Are you writing? Like when you're like in your own little world, what all I mean, aside from the stunts, we know the stunts are happening, but like when you're not destroying your body and jumping your house and repairing your Jeep, what are you doing?
I do a lot of reading and I do a lot of writing. I went to film school, but I dropped out for wrestling. So I always like try to come up with these like screenplays of these movies and stuff like that. And I'm always thinking about it and like I want to pull the trigger on um, directing my first film like pretty
Mm.
soon. But it's just a matter of like, I was trying to like build my name up as much as possible in the last couple of years. So when I release this film, it's kind of like got a head start as opposed to some
Yeah.
random jack off from film school that's like,
Sure.
there's a million people releasing movies, but if I figured if someone's like, yo, Darby Allin has a movie, people be like, let me see what that's all
Garner a
about.
little interest. What are the movies that you gravitate towards of like movies that you want to make?
So movies I want to make are just like dark comedies, but what I gravitate towards is like documentaries.
Mm.
It's like something I would always really be interested in, like all these crazy documentaries and stuff like that. But as of right now, the screenplay that I've gotten is for like dark comedies and stuff. So
Ah, okay. Do you have like a DVD collection? What are you watching if you don't have TV and you don't know who Timothy Chalamet is? How are you like keeping up on, on what's going on?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't like. I seriously, I have no idea how I don't know. I just watch skate videos all day. It sounds weird, but like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know. There's so much going on that like someone's like, "Yo, did you hear there?" I didn't even know there was a new like Hocus Pocus movie until like yesterday. I was
It's
like,
pretty
"What?"
good actually. It's pretty charming.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
I yeah, I don't know. I guess if something's like as in, I don't know, dude. I don't know how I keep up with anything.
Well, I guess it's still kind of like word of mouth because if something's big enough that you need to know about it, you'll hear about it. I imagine in
Yeah,
some
yeah,
capacity.
it's kind of it. I think the last movie I've seen in the theater was like Joker, and that was what
Oh,
2019.
yeah, something like that. Maybe even before that. Oh, no, Joker
Yeah,
would have maybe been 2019. Yeah.
and that's just
Huh.
because I like Todd Phillips, the director. I like his work. His first
Mm.
ever documentary was he followed around Gigi Allen. If you know who Gigi Allen is,
I don't. Who's Gigi Allen?
the dude I'm named after.
Okay. Who is he? What's his deal? I don't know who that is.
Uh,
Are
Maybe
you
you
am
don't
I
want me.
disappointing you right now? Tell me about this guy. I
No,
don't know.
that's
Am I a loser
well,
for not knowing this? Are
no.
people are rolling their eyes at me right now?
Todd Phillips followed around Gigi Allen in the last like year of his life, and Gigi Allen was like a. It's funny because like I'm straight edge, but Gigi Allen was like the exact opposite. He died of like a heroin overdose, but he was a psychopath on stage. He'd like be the guy who would like take a crap on stage and eat it and
Great.
throw it at people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a yeah. But the thing is, like Todd Phillips, his first ever film was called Hate It. It was following Gigi Allen around and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, and it was so. But then he went on to make all these like critically acclaimed like movies like The Hangover, Road Trip, now The Joker, which is like
Oh,
the number
interesting.
one selling movie for rated R of all time. Like it's cool. It's cool to see. So.
What kind of stuff would you want to do? I mean, I feel like the cinematic style matches that AEW has done have all actually been really great. What kind of different touch would you want to do on a cinematic match, or when working on them? What's that all like?
Cinematic match was like I don't know. That was kind of hell on earth. It
Was
was
it?
yeah, because how it's like I get thrown through a door and it's like cut, do that again, get cut,
Okay, yeah, that aspect would definitely
and
suck.
you you get your adrenaline so high, and then you have to stop for so long and then go so
Right.
high. I really
You hated
there. I
it.
don't know if you remember. There's this part in the cinematic match where I was on the second story and I was throwing a bat down to Sting, like just a
Yeah.
baseball
Yes.
bat.
Yeah.
And right before we were going to do the scene, Tony Khan was like, "Cut, cut, cut." He's like, "Don't you know how physics work? It's gonna break Sting's face, like the bat, like falling from the second story." And then Sting's like, "No, like we're going to do this. It's too cool not to do." And then it's like, "No, it's gonna like break your face if you don't catch it. Like the
Oh,
bat's
shit.
gonna break." So like that was like the first and only time I ever really stopped and thought about like because normally if you think too much about things like you'll like
Yeah.
you know what I mean like
Yeah.
it'll throw you off. But Sting was like whispering, he's like, "Dude, just throw the bat," And then I'm
But
up
you
there,
can't
and then I
break
was like,
Sting's face. That's a lot to like. That's a lot to carry on your shoulders to be the man that broke Sting's face. That's up.
hey, but Sting was like, dude, just throw the bat, like do it anyways. And then we did it, and he caught it like one handed, like perfect. And
Hell yeah.
it was, well, like I remember we were filming from like noon to like 6 in the morning, and it was insane, but it was super fun. But I would never want
Turned
to do it
out
again.
great.